Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his second season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Myers in motion right. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Jones on the return. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
Here we go.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that
one. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, an even 90 yards. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree. An offensive coordinator, conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion.
So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback. So
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
On point, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Open man is Chase, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him up.
And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Rankins, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Andre Yoshibas 70 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Minshew. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Here's Minshew. This pass into the hands of Turner. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes...
This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 63 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
To first and goal. It's first and 10 from
Burrow, setting up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Bring up second down.
On one, ready? Here we go.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown
From 4 yards out.
And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Jones on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Burrow on play action.
This one complete to Yoshivas.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
On one, ready? Here we go. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Open man is Yoshivas.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Burrow looking to pass. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
To the air again, Burrow. He's going to air one out. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshivas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals open the lead up to 34-0. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But
What's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Second down and a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I'm one, ready?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. McPherson now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B. Their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He had a half for the ages. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Minshew sets to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase.
74 yards. And the Bengals just continue to roll. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Out of the gun is Minshew. That's complete to Turner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Minshew. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now a give to Madison. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Minshew. Five yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's White.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Once again, it's White.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Dot. Dot.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
That is incomplete.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw it, Minshew.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll go play action here with Minshew.
The pass taken in by Mayer.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Madison. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Going right side is White. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The kick by Carlson is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
White will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Again, this is White. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Gardner Minshew.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
And the give to Brown on the option. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin's mark of 554 passing yards in one game, set more than 70 years ago, way back in 1951. Well, he's had help from his offensive line and his receivers, but this has been an incredible individual performance. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Joseph Osai. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jones. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much run in the book. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, 78 yards. And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. And that last touchdown pass not only put 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on second down. Minshew.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's got some space here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Joseph Osai able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by...
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950. for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Minshew. They shake.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And now this ball picked up. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been.
Punt aided as well.